Say hello, hello, everyone. Let's see here. I see Miss Deanna, if she's still here, and Miss Ann. Hello, hello. Let's see. I'm going to make 2 different cards today using the brand new Honey Bunnies stamp set. Let me pull this one out. So these little cuties, and I'm going to use this little guy right here today. Let's see here. Hey there. Let's see here. Is it DZ Creations? Hello, hello. All right. So I'm going to use the new Honey Bunny stamp set and the coordinating dies. I cut out this little guy. I'm going to use the brand new quilted cover plate die for my background. And I've gone ahead and trimmed down the sides of this because I wanted my cardstock to layer and peek out from underneath. So I've done that. Hello, hello, yay. Okay, I've gone ahead and done that. I am also using the baby Buzzword dies. So I'm going to do 2 different baby cards out of the Honey Bunny. So instead of using them for Valentine's Day, I'm going to do 2 different baby cards. So the baby Buzzword, I'm going to use the middle shadow or the smaller shadow and then the scripty word. I'm going to do a little bit of ink blending, and yeah, I think we're good to go. Let's see here. All right, I'm going to get started. And I'm going to blend right over the top of this quilted cover plate or my little quilted paper that I did. And I'm going to use my circle spotlight stencil. I'm going to use this size right here. It's a nice size for the little bunnies to add a little spotlight of color for them. And I'm going to do 1 in pink and 1 in kind of that minty blue color. And I'm just going to kind of line this up like so. And it has a little bit of residual pixie spray on that. And I'm going to be just very careful. Let's see. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Cassie. Okay. So the first one I'm going to do, let's go ahead and start with the blue one for a boy. And I'm going to pull out some kind of minty ink that matches the little heart that I colored there. And I'm going to be extremely careful. Let's actually, because I've been known to booger this up. So let's lay that there. And I'm going to start off and then give my little honey bunny a spot to perch there on my card. I'm going to work it darker down in here and then lighter as it goes up. Need to dip again. Working it around. And I want you to be able to see the circle, but it almost fade into white up there near the top. And I think that's going to be pretty good. Let me do a peel back and we'll look at that. And yes, okay. So now you can see how nicely that blended right over the top of those kind of cut and embossed quilted lines there. And I think this is going to be super cute, especially this little quilted background for my baby card. So now I've got my blue one out of the way and I'm going to do my pink one. So we're going to do double duty today. Let's see here. Hey, Mindy. Let's see here. Paula, Jamie. Hello, hello. Nicole. Hey, Nicole. Okay. So let me set this one aside. Let me pull out the next one. I'm going to line it up the same way. And I'm just kind of eyeballing the sides. press down my residual pixie spray that's on there from the last time. And then I'm going to do a really kind of dusty, corally pink. Let's see. I'm going to be wasteful and grab another sheet of paper because it would be just like me to pull that green onto my pink. Okay. So I'm really going to brush quite a bit of this off and then work my way up and fade it out. And I don't think I'm going to need to add any more ink or anything. I think that's going to do it there. That was juicy. Okay. Woo. Oh, look how pretty that is. I love it. Okay, so now I've got my kind of teal minty green color, and then I've got my kind of corally, dusty, rosy color. So let's set these little guys aside and let those dry. And then while that is drying, I'm going to put together my Buzzword. So I mentioned this before. So I'm going to use the baby Buzzword die cuts. Let me find those in my handy dandy bucket over here. And so I have used the smallest shadow piece in white and then the baby scripty word. And this color cardstock, it's a gray, but it's almost like a sea foamy. I don't know how to describe it. It almost has like a green tinge to it almost. It's one of the Gina K cardstocks, and I'm not for sure what color that is, but it's really pretty. And I thought it would be really cool for baby card. It goes with pink. It goes with green. Okay, I'm going to use some liquid glue on my baby. And I'm going to look up here in just a second and see what you guys are chatting about over there. Get this added on. Let's see here. It's sage. Oh, that's a good explanation. Thank you, Paula. I can tell you the color. It's kind of, I think she calls it some kind of gray, but it doesn't read. It reads a little bit gray, but definitely has something else mixed into it. Let me see. She calls it moonlit fog. Moonlit fog. So I've got it labeled. So yeah, it is kind of a sagey, yummy green color. That's a good description. Okay, so now I've got my baby Buzzwords ready to go. I have my boy bunny and my girl bunny. So let's put them in their little home. And then I stamped hello. And this hello is from the Honey Bunny stamp set. So it was this cute little hello here. I love that. I love that font. The kind of little wonky lower bar to the H and to the E. I thought that was super cute. So I've got hello, heat embossed in white. Let's see here. You guys are talking about techniques. Stormy sky. I want to guess stormy sky. Yes, Mindy. I have some. You're talking about probably paper tray ink, stormy sky, and it's very similar. Very, very, very similar. Let's see here. Hello, Tracy. Okay, so let's start building. I think I'm going to trim down. I did cut these out with dies, but I wanted to make it a little more narrow. So I'm going to use the spot that the die leaves when it cuts. I don't know if that makes sense. Like the inside, I don't even know if you can see it on there, but it leaves that little spot where your die sets and kind of presses into the paper. I'm going to use that as a guide, and I'm just going to trim this a little more narrow. Just like so. Totally probably unnecessary, but I think it's going to look good later on. Okay. Now let's get my sagey gray card bases out and let's start building up here. I'm going to go ahead and use our liquid glue. And I did just some very, very simple Copic coloring for my little bunnies. I used warm grays, which I tend to do a lot for critters and bunnies. And then a little bit of pinks for their ears and their cheeks. And I'm liking the way that looks. I love that quilted background. Isn't that so subtle and pretty? I really like that. Okay, now I think I'm going to add this little guy, and I've already done a little bit of shimmer to his heart. I did a little bit of white on his cheeks and a little gel pen on his nose. And I'll do the same thing with the little girl bunny here in just a second. But I think I'm going to pop him up with a little bit of foam tape. And then he'll be the only thing I think that I'm going to pop up. Let's see here. Terry. Oh, I'm glad that you're liking the new release. It's super fun. I keep saying my descriptor word for this release is it's just happy. We all needed kind of a little bit of something happy, I think, and it just makes me happy. Like the cute images and fun sentiments and things. It just is happy. Okay, so I'm going to peel this little guy back. While we're chatting and while I'm sticking things down, we have a video hop going on here tomorrow on our YouTube channel. And there will be a video from Honeybee. So if you'll start with the Honeybee video, and then we're going to move on to videos from some of our design team members. So that's going to be worth checking out, and that you can hop along, and there's going to be giveaways and all kinds of fun things. So make sure you check out that video tomorrow morning. Okay, let's see here. Can't wait to get it. Oh, you're in Australia, Miss Vicky. Those bunnies are so stinking cute. Thank you. Okay, so now let's go ahead and finish off this little guy. I'm going to add the baby word first. Again, a little bit of liquid adhesive back here. And I'm actually going to offset this word, which is going to maybe look funny for just a second, but then the hello is going to fall right between his little feet. So let's see here. Do I want to pop this up or do I want to do flat? I think I might pop that up too. Why not? Okay, let's see here. That is the perfect description. Let's see here. Little bitty pieces of foam tape. And my hello, and then I'm going to kind of drape this kind of across here. And that's going to be hello, baby. Okay, so this guy is pretty much done. I could add some little other embellishments or something like that on there, but I think this is pretty simple and cute. That little stamp set, this honey bunny, has some little hearts and things. I don't know if I may add a couple of little hearts later or what, but I think for a basic and something super simple, super cute, super fun. Okay, now let's work on our little girl bunny. Let's get her added here. But this honey bunnies, as soon as I saw it, this stamp set, I thought this is going to be fun for all sorts of things. Babies, anniversaries, and then we're coming into spring and Easter. So I think the bunnies are going to be super cute for that. not just for our honey bunny for Valentine's Day. I'm going to hold this just a second and let that cardstock set up there. Let's see here. Hey, Carol, love your hops. The design team is wonderful. You're absolutely right, Miss Carol. Young granddaughters, absolutely. I have a couple of friends that are expecting babies, and so I thought that this is perfect. And then I'll have a couple, whether I need boy or girl, I'll have a couple of cards already in my stash. Okay, now I'm going to zhuzh her up just a little bit, and I think I want to probably adhere her first because knowing me, I'll try to pick her up and then I'll smush her eyes or her nose or something. Oh, and smear it. And that would be tragic. Okay, let me squish down here. If I can get my big old fingers underneath that layer. Okay, there we go. Okay, now let's set her right down here. Like so. And now I can take my gel pen. Okay, so this is the black. And I'm going to very carefully do her little nose and her mouth. And this is completely like extra. But I think it makes their little faces stand out even more when you add just that little bit of shine and pop there. Let's see here. And since this is a girl card, I could add just a couple of little flicks with that gel pen and give her a couple of little eyelashes. And as you can see there, that totally just sweetens up that little face there. Makes her nose and her little mouth a little bit glossy. Next, I'm going to take my white pen. And this is, again, this is like above and beyond extra. Nobody needs to or has to do this, but it adds just a little something to the little critters. Okay, now she's got sweet little cheeks. Okay, last, I'm going to take my little glimmer pen, add a little bit of glimmer there, and on her ears, and a little bit on her cheeks. Okay, now I'm going to add my sentiment, and then we'll be all done. She'll be all done too. But those little gel pens, I don't know if, do all of you have gel pens and use gel pens? Let's see here. So cute. Love these cards. Thank you, Deanna. Is that a black gel pen? Yes. That's what I was just going to ask. If any of you use gel pens. They're a very inexpensive way to add cute little details and things to your very basic coloring. It just kind of steps it up just a little bit. So for somebody like me who is not a Copic pro, I just kind of try to match my colors and, smooth it out and make it look nice. It adds a little bit of something to make it extra special, but I'm not stressed out because my coloring, is not perfect or whatever. So let's see here. They're great as long as you don't smear it. Yes, Miss Michelle, exactly right. That's why I wanted to adhere her first so I didn't have to pick her up again. Let's see. No, but I will. Yes, super. Let me show you. And I think Honeybee has these. So this one is a glaze black glaze pen, and it's from Sakura, but it adds a little bit of it. It is not flat, so it's going to give you just a tiny bit of dimension. It sits on the top of your cardstock, if that makes sense. And you can see right here where I've smeared it all off. Before you put it on any of your projects, you're going to want to kind of do this number and get it started and get your pen cleaned off, and then barely touch it to your stuff. And then this one is a jelly roll, this white one. But the same thing, I always get it started and then take it to my projects. Let's see here. I have usually only used a white gel pen. The black is nice. And sometimes I add, let me show you. Sometimes I add little things onto my critters as well, especially little critters, because you can add dark little spots. Let's see here, down here in the dark areas. If I wanted to add, some little spots to her or him, it just adds just a little something there. And that's totally like one of those things I said like before. It's an extra. You totally don't have to do that, but it just kind of steps it up and makes it a little bit more special instead of just your flat coloring. Let's see. You should store gel pens standing. Yes, I store mine actually like this, and I just grab the cap. Let's see here. Never fails. I always smear my white or black gel pens. Yes, I do these very last and then let them sit for a long time. Let my images. So this little guy, I did his face probably 30 minutes ago before I started the live. What's it been now? Almost an hour ago now. So he wouldn't smear. Let's see here. Yes, I love both of those pens. Once it's dry, it looks embossed. Yes, Nicole, you're exactly right. That's a good way to put that. You explain it better than I do. Once it is dry, it looks embossed. It looks like you have put embossing powder on it and heated it up. Let's see here. I use the white to put 3 little highlight dots on the cheeks. Yes, that's exactly what I did, Miss Terry. I don't know if you can see them there. But yep, I love to do that as well. Let's see here. I don't think we have any more questions or see anything. Okay. Are you guys ready for a little giveaway today? And I'll go back through. So I have used the Honey Bunnies. So not just for Valentine's Day. Super fun, super cute. Now I've got 2 baby cards that I can put away and have to pull out. I used Honey Bunnies. I used the Baby Buzz dies. I used the Honey Bunny Hello here. And I used the quilted cover plate. Love, love, love the quilted cover plate. That could go on anything. That could go on a floral card with your florals on the top of it. So fun, so subtle and cute. And then I used my spotlight stencil. And I don't know where, oh, here we go. I used my spotlight stencil to create my little circles of color. Let's see here. The cover plate is a must-have. Yes. And that cover plate has stencils that coordinate with it that add a little heart or a little dot to all of the little cross lines. Let me see if I can find it. I just chose to leave mine simple, white, like a little baby blanket, and be subtle back there. Let me see if I can't find the stencils. In my mess, I know that I have them here somewhere. Oh. Okay, well, I can't find it right now. my coordinating stencil. But anyway, there's the quilted cover plate coordinating stencils, and they'll drop either you can brush on a dot or a heart in your little crossbars there. And it all lines up easily. Yes, Miss Barbara, the spotlight stencils, so easy and so great to add just a little something to the front of your cards. And it's so easy to do. Okay, so I'm going to call a giveaway winner. Let's see here. Let's have, let's see, Bonnie Graham. Are you still here, Bonnie Graham? Let's see if Bonnie is still here. Miss Bonnie. Uh-oh. Yes. Okay, Miss Bonnie, you're the winner today. Okay, so Miss Bonnie, if you will just make sure that you have like your shopping account set up at honeybeestamps.com. And then if you'll email my friend Lisa at honeybeestamps.com and tell her the name that's attached to your account, she's going to drop a gift card right into your account. So yay. Okay. Yes, congrats, Bonnie. Okay, you guys, don't forget tomorrow morning. I thought for some reason, I've been thinking today was the video hop day. And I'm so off on my days with the new year, I guess, and Christmas holidays and the whole thing. So our video hop starts tomorrow. If you haven't already, go by Instagram too. There's a Insta hop that started over there a few days ago, but you can go absolutely go back by there and check out all the design team inspiration. And then I will have a video for you right here on YouTube on the Honeybee Stamps channel tomorrow morning. So make sure you check that out. And then I will talk to you guys live again next week. See you then, guys, and happy crafting. Have a great weekend.